Today we're drawing some nano robots with advertising on the side. They have some holographic little signs that rotate around the body. Now these are very simple, quick doodles here with a red Pigma Micron. And I've made a couple of these in the past. These ones are probably the best so far that I've created. And the legs are getting a little bit better. I'm feeling a bit more confident with drawing the legs of these little creatures, even though they're still stick figure-ish looking. So these are the nano microbots that I plan on adding into the cyber city that I'm drawing right now. And I'll probably post maybe tomorrow or the next day what I'm doing and what it's going to look like. I'm drawing a bunch of tiny little buildings that are floating in the sky, and then what I'll do is go in and draw a few of these little robots that could be on the ground. There's some that can fly up in the air, and other ones that are just below on the ground. So there's a lot of different things I could do with these nanobots. Maybe have them in some kind of special building where they're being built. But that's the basic idea. And the little tiny buildings look a lot better than these. This is like a little extra accessory, a little extra part to the cyber city. And I'll also be working on some little tiny flying cars. It's all very small. It's going to be a minuscule scaled city on the page. Might put it into the comic that I'm working on, or just leave it as it is on its own. Now, as you can see, there is a lot of different writing on the sides of these. What language is it? Well, it is nothing. I haven't came up with my own language yet, but that's what we're working on here. We're inventing a new language, writing scripture that we will use in the Art Monarch Machinations and also just in all of my sketchbooks. So we'll be creating a language. It's not going to be easy, but this is just what it might look like. I won't be using red ink, just black Pigma Micron ink, and I want to give the feeling of a rustic cyberspace, more like a melancholic gray sky looking floating city landscape, almost like a Russian architecture to it. So I want to give a very futuristic, concrete look to it, if you can imagine that. But I want the page to have a very stale, yet intricate, detailed cyber city that is dystopian. It's not a very fun, joyful place to be, but it's an interesting place to look at. All of the buildings are super detailed. There's windows and lines. So that's kind of the plan for the next drawing, what I'm working on now. I like to go back and forth between drawing very fun, silly, and nonsensical doodles, and also some more eerie feeling drawings where it's cloudy and gray. And it fits in with the cyberpunk theme, I suppose, but that's pretty much it for this page. A bunch of little tiny nanobots. Are they going to take over? Can they hurt you? No, they're little nice robots, but if they get out of hand, you might want to step on them. They're not too big, you don't have to worry about them, but if they all cluster together and build themselves up, they might actually be a huge robot. So be careful out there in the cyber city. I'm going to call it the Gray City. My name's Grayson, so I might do something where I use my name, the Gray Cyber City. And the Art Monarch rules over it. I don't know. We'll think about that later.